while away at your tropical honeymoon destination, here's a few ideas to help you get started. Okay? You can share a couple's massage. You can have a sunset dinner on the beach. You can take a catamaran cruise. You can have a beach day. You can do sunrise yoga. Those are just a few of the things you can do on your fall honeymoon. And you won't be facing crowds. You won't be facing crowds. So the 5 tropical honeymoon destinations around the world. First one is Jamaica. Jamaica. Full of contrasts and contradictions, this small island nation has a big personality and a very spirited culture. The hospitality of the locals is really what makes the Caribbean nation sparkle. Teeming with hidden waterfalls, captivating jungles, enchanting caves, and a bottomless blue lagoon that defines explanation. Jamaica is an ideal honeymoon destination for adventure seekers. Average year-round temperatures of 80 degrees, easy flight accessibility, and a wide variety of resorts are just a few of the reasons honeymooners flock here from around the globe. Insider tip: to avoid crowds in hurricane season, the best time of year to plan a visit is between January and February. All right, you got to remember that hurricane season starts in June 1st. Prices go up in May. As a matter of fact, I've already got a notice about the Soul Beach Festival, which is Memorial Day weekend in Jamaica. All those events start prices to rise. So next we're talking about the Maldives. With lavish resorts on secluded islands that are only accessible by a private jet, as you can see, the Maldives is the epitome of luxury honeymoons. Surrounded by the gleaming water of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives are a series of some of the most Instagrammable islands on the planet. The quintessential honeymoon haven is ideal for beach-loving newlyweds seeking the ultimate in luxury accommodations, complete relaxation, complete privacy. Over-the-water bungalows and white sand beaches bring couples from all over the world to this pristine tropical paradise. With weather that stays within the 80s year-round, it's the ideal destination for newlyweds searching for a warm escape no matter when they decide to travel. Of course, TYUS and Travel has packages available. Just go to our website. Insider tip: get 2 unforgettable honeymoon experiences in one by continuing on to nearby India, Sri Lanka, after a week at the beach. So the video was a picture of the Maldives, which sits in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It's an amazing place to visit. It is 99% water. 99% water. If I remember, it's only 4 feet 4 inches above sea level. I'm sorry, 4 feet 11 inches above sea level. And the highest point stands at 7 feet 7 inches. It is the lowest point on the planet. And because the country is low-lying, the Maldivians worry about the possibility of it sinking, especially now that climate change continues to take effect. To raise awareness on climate change, the the Maldives held a underwater cabinet meeting in 2009. It was the first country in the world to do so. 99% of the Maldives is water. As you can see in the picture, those resorts are sitting on water. It is 99% water. The functional literacy rate is 98%. Every element in the Maldives flag is symbolic. The crescent moon stands for Islam. The green sector represents palm trees, and the red background symbolizes the blood shed by Maldivian heroes. As a Muslim country, the Maldives calls for casual but modest clothing. In fact, the short pant and t-shirt combination is acceptable swimwear in the inhabited islands. Bikinis are worn only in island resorts. The Maldives is one of the safest travel destinations on the planet. The island resorts, especially since they are largely isolated. While many countries in the world take their weekend break on Saturdays and Sundays, in the Maldives, like other Muslim countries, it's weekends on Friday and Saturday. And not only is the Maldives the smallest country in Asia, it is also the smallest Muslim country in the world. The best time to visit the Maldives is the perfect holiday destination for Christmas or even summer. It is located on the equator, leading to be considered as a tropical country. Thus, throughout the year, the climate is hot in the Maldives. So what to worry? Get your beautiful tan in the white sandy beaches of the Maldives, or take a round of snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of the Maldives. So this is another one of the destinations that would be perfect for your fall honeymoon. Hawaii. And Hawaii is a destination that you don't need a passport to get there. Hawaii feels like a different world. In surreal mountains, lush jungles, dazzling beaches. It checks all the proverbial boxes for couples seeking a true beach honeymoon. The island's natural beauty, laid-back vibe, and variety of accommodation options ranging from world-class resorts to low-key beach cottages and private villas have made Hawaii a consistent top honeymoon destination. And there's no shortages of things to do in Hawaii. For pairs who are willing to travel during their stay, island hopping is also fairly easy and affordable to do. Flights between the islands can be as little as $50 one way and are relatively quick trips. And again, we suggest that you visit our website, www.tyustours.com, for vacation packages. Insider tip: make sure to plan a visit to High Kalia Summit to watch the sunrise. It's definitely worth the early morning wake-up call. So now we get to my favorite place, Bermuda. Mark Twain said his best: you can go to heaven if you want to. He says he'd rather stay in Bermuda. Peak sand beaches. If you go to my website, Romance Travel, I have pictures there of pink sand beaches, electric blue water, notorious friendly people. Truly make this place feel like heaven on earth. Home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, The British territory that sits in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is a laid-back luxury. Barefoot elegance and old-world charm, despite its popularity with tourists, you won't find any cheesy souvenir shops or fast food chains. Amen. What you will find are pristine beaches, fabulous resorts, world-class dining, and high-end shopping. Bermuda also sits 600 miles off the coast of North Carolina, making it a very quick trip for couples traveling from the East Coast. Bermuda offers an extensive selection of beach resorts for newlyweds that are seeking coastal luxury resorts. And again, to learn more, visit our website at www.tyustours.com. And an inside tip, the best way to explore the island is by TYUS, which is a small motorcraft car. And if you do rent one, remember they drive on the left side of the road. So when I was in Bermuda, the way to get around was motor scooters. The way to get around was motor scooters. And you had to remember to travel on the left side of the road. Now, the cruise ship that I was on warned us of renting motor scooters because most foreigners have accidents because they can't remember what side of the road to drive on. That's just a little insider tip. So the last place that we talk about is Tulum, Mexico. The beachside town of Tulum on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula has managed to keep a slow, relaxed, low-key vibe despite its growing popularity over the years. Trending resorts, trending restaurants, boutique hotels, eco resorts, and swanky beach clubs dot pristine beaches with lush jungle backgrounds. A sexy tropical destination, Tulum, Mexico, is a perfect spot for couples who want a mellow honeymoon with the option to sprinkle in a little adventure by exploring nearby Mayan ruins or snorkeling in the turquoise water of the Caribbean. Throw in the mojito in a hammock and you may never come back. Again, to learn more about Tulum, Mexico, visit TYUStoursandtravel.com. Insider tip, and this is important to realize, since many resorts in Tulum are eco-friendly, that means that they don't have air conditioning. Something to keep in mind if you're going to visit Tulum in the summer months is that they do not have air conditioning. So one of the destinations that we talked about is Bermuda. And in the early part of the show, I talked about the Bermuda Triangle and how in the mid-20th century, they talked about that area of losing ships and planes falling out of the sky. And they called it the Devil's Triangle. Well, today, the Devil's Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle, is made up of Puerto Rico, Bermuda, and Miami, Florida. So in the last couple days, couple weeks, last month, the worst hurricanes that we've had has come out of that region. So the Bermuda Triangle, is it myth, mystery, or something else? I say it's something else. I say it's a corner where the worst hurricanes that exist come out of that area. So we talked about Bermuda in the first half of the show, and we talked about if it was we talked if it was a myth. Well, it's not a myth that the worst weather in the world comes out of that area. So there's a place called B Tulum, and it simply says your place to be. If you're looking for uber chic boutique hotel, look no further. The B Tulum has 20 suites, just 20, all beautifully decorated and including Wi-Fi, air conditioning, room service, and a private pool or jacuzzi. This charming hotel was built using local materials, giving the impression that it blends with the beautiful nature that surrounds it. The beach club and lounge bar allow for exactly those things. Lays out on your beach bed on the award-winning Tulum Beach, or enjoy a meal or cold cocktail at the restaurant a few steps away. Want to treat yourself? The spa at B Tulum can help you do exactly that. The hotel also caters to honeymooners, weddings, and only accepts children 12 and up. So what are you waiting for? That is B Tulum, your place to be in Tulum, Mexico. So just to cover some things that we talked about in the first half of the show, 45 years ago, Princess created a cruise sensation as a setting for classic TV. It was called The Love Boat, and now is once again the star of the little screen as a host of the Rare Love Boat, airing September 5th on CBS. The Rare Love Boat, starting Princess Cruises. The Real Love Boat is a venture dating reality that follows couples as they search for love on the high seas. Recently filmed in the Mediterranean on Regal's Princess, the show has two hosts, and married and first-time cruisers and now Princess fans. Just be sure to watch the Rear Love Boat airing again on CBS Wednesdays at 9 p.m. starting October the 1st. And also, think about where you want to sail next. So these are just some of the things we talked about when it comes to fall honeymooning. Two other things that we talked about is should you buy travel insurance for your flight this holiday season? This holiday season, many people are going to be traveling to see loved ones, families, and oftentimes when you're not doing a package vacation or cruise vacation, you don't buy travel insurance. It's important, based on what happened this past summer, that this holiday season that you purchase travel insurance. 2.5 years since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, we're still feeling its effects on the travel industry in big ways. The summer has been one of the most frustrating periods as travelers had to navigate canceled flights, lost luggage, escalating prices, and a general sense of chaos. Will this trend persist until the holiday season? Well, we do know that more people will be traveling this holiday. The majority of COVID-19 restrictions have been lifted, which really puts the virus out of a lot of people's minds when they consider traveling. On most days, TSA checkpoint numbers are slightly behind the equivalent day from 2019. There was a massive demand for travel this summer, and experts expect it to continue into the holiday season, or at least to be greater than 2021. And travel issues will inevitably persist. Unfortunately, the demand this summer exceeded the supply of pilots, so cancellations and delays were common and frustrating for millions of Americans. The demand is going to continue this year for the holiday season, which is going to cause more cancellations and more delays around Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's important that you buy travel insurance to protect your investment. Many travelers have previously chosen not to insure their flights and only requested travel insurance for packages, trips, or cruises. But now, with increasing cancellations going on in the United States and Europe and much of the world, this could be a good time to purchase travel insurance to protect your flight. Flight disruptions may have increased for different reasons, such as strikes, staff shortages, weather, mechanical delays. Plan your holiday season now. Give us a call at 866-547-5362. On my Facebook page, It's Your Time to Travel, I put on there reasons why you travel. And a lot of the reasons were to visit family, to seek out new destinations, to get away from it all, to relax. One of the reasons I had for traveling started when I was a young kid. Maybe I was a freshman in high school. And some friends of mine that I hung around with during that time accidentally burned down a lumber yard. And this lumber yard is probably a half mile long. It might be more than a half mile long. It might have been a mile long. And it burned down. They got in trouble for it. I did not get in trouble because I was not with them. But the next year, when school ended, the next day, my mother flew me to California to spend my summer there until it was time for me to come back and start football practice. So I would be in California from June to about the 21st or 22nd of July. And when I was young, my mother would send me to San Bernardino because my aunt there, she didn't work and she could watch me and my cousin Mark. So as I got older, maybe around 16, I would stay with my sister in Los Angeles, which was really exciting. San Bernardino was the loneliest place on earth. But LA was exciting, and as I got of age and could go to different places in LA, because I continued to travel to California up to probably I was 30 years old, I continued to travel out there and just found LA to be an exciting place to be. But when you're talking about the reason why people travel, one of the reasons why I traveled, when my mother forced me to travel, was to keep me out of trouble, because she knew the knuckleheads that I hung around with was going to do nothing but get me in trouble. One of the things that we offer this year as a travel package for TYUS Tours and Travel is we have Steelers travel packages. We have the Steelers, we have Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay. Actually, we have packages. We have custom packages for all the NFL games. Custom packages for all the NFL games. It is called Football Weekends. It includes lodging that is close to the game, event tickets, stadium tours, player appearances, on-site hospitality. It's for groups. It can be part of an incentive package. It can be a custom program. This is a program that we got involved with this year, and I especially have packages for the Steelers, the Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers, and the packages. For example, if you were to do a Dallas Cowboy weekend package at a game at AT&T Stadium, the sports package would include quality accommodations that's close to the stadium, pre-game tailgate with former player, and you'll be able to get autographs, game day tickets, game day transportation, and a fully guided private AT&T Stadium tour and more. For example, in Dallas, you will be staying at the Hilton Arlington or the Sheraton Fort Worth. You'll get reserved game tickets in your choice of stadium sections, pre-game tailgate party located across the street from AT&T Stadium. Eddie Dean's world-famous Texas-style cuisine in a full open bar. A meet and greet and autograph photo with former Dallas Cowboy legend Bill Bates. Round-trip game day transportation, VIA, luxury motor coach, private fully guided AT&T Stadium tour, and that stadium is amazing. Daily breakfast buffets at the hotel and round-trip shared airport shuttle service from the hotel to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Daily breakfast buffet at the hotel. Hospitality welcome desk. So we have NFL packages, and that includes the Super Bowl. We haven't got prices yet for the Super Bowl, but it also includes the Super Bowl. We also have a basketball game between Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors Friday, January 20th. Tip-off is at 7:30. It's at Quicken Loans Arena, Cleveland, Ohio. Price is $199. Deposit $75. Join TYUS and travel as we travel to Quicken Loans Arena to watch an exciting night of basketball as the Cavaliers take on the NBA champions Golden State Warriors. Price includes round-trip deluxe motor coach transportation to Quicken Loans Arena, which is in Cleveland, Ohio, with reserved lower seating. Limited seats available. Reserve your seat today. Deposits is due by 10/24. Final payments due by 12/10. So there's a lot going on in travel. Just a tremendous amount of things going on in travel. I've joined an organization called Professional Travel Agents of North America. I will have some of those agents sit in with me. I'll have a representative from the Maldives call in and talk about their destination. I have a lady that was supposed to be on the air with me in the early part of September, and she's from Cuba. She's dying to get on the air to talk about Cuba as a destination. And if you've never been to Cuba, it's not like you hear about. It's totally different. And I know in the past we did a radio show about Cuba. Well, the next radio show that I'll do, I'll have a guest on the air from Cuba, and all she does is tours to Cuba, and she can answer or help you decide if Cuba is a destination for you. One of the other things I have going on tonight after radio show, I have a show with the Jamaican Tourist Board. We'll try and get them on the air sometime in the future. Maybe record some video tonight and play that on a future show to tell you all the latest things going on in Jamaica. One area of Jamaica that I'm definitely interested in traveling to now that that road has opened up is Kingston. So, look up in the sky as a superhero of travel with Ricky TYUS, and we're able to take you around the world by air, land, and sea, eating by flying saucer, and we're live on TalkTainmentRadio.com, radio the way it should be heard.